people from all over the world are interested to come and set up a business in the United States. They want to know what is the most effective, direct way to do this process. One of the most interesting visas that allows an investor to come to the United States and set up their business is called the E-2 visa. The E-2 visa is an interesting visa because it's not very well known. Many investors assume that the E-visa requires larger amount of money in order to start a business in the United States. That is not true. An E-2 visa is a treaty visa. It's based on a treaty that exists between the United States and many countries. In fact, if you visit our website at www.h1b.biz, you will find a list of all these countries that are part of the E-2 visa treaty. For example, a country like Mexico or France or Germany are all part of the E-2 visa treaty, allowing their nationals to come to the United States, invest an amount of money anywhere from $50,000 or more, and start a business. One of the requirements of the E-visa is that the investor put the money that they invest at risk, which means that not only they intend to start a business, but they actually have to commit their funds and start an active role in the process of investing. A typical process for an E-2 investor would be the first thing to do is to start a business. Open up a company in the United States. That company will then be their vehicle where they'll move the money of their investment into their corporate account and start their company. It is very important that the investment is not to be marginal. The marginality of the business depends on the kind of business. So if you're going to start a restaurant business in Los Angeles, the amount of investment will vary and will be different than starting a business in Ohio, for example. The E-2 visa is a non-immigrant visa, which means that it's given for a limited duration. Typically, they're issued at 2 to 5 years increment. However, they are indefinite in the sense that as long as the business operates, the investor can stay. The other interesting thing about an E-2 visa is that the spouse of the principal can work in the United States as long as their E-2 spouse operate their business. The E-2 visa is such an interesting visa in the sense that it can apply to any kind of business. You can be a restaurant, a coffee shop, a garage, a marketing firm, any business that allows you to operate a company that is real and not marginal will guarantee that you will get the visa and be able to bring your family and loved ones to be with you in the United States. The E-2 visa allows you to apply directly at the U.S. Embassy in your home country or to change your status in the United States. The E-2 visa is an interesting visa because it allows the investor the freedom to live in the United States, operate their own business, and not depend on an employer or a family member to be able to be sponsored and stay in the United States. Our company has been very successful in getting e-visas for many investors. I can give you an example of a recent business that we processed. An ice cream gelato business from Italy, successfully implemented by setting up the company, bringing the money from Italy into the US, setting up the company, hiring some workers, and applying for the visa, all in a period of 2 months. The investor came to the United States, set up the business, spent money in operating the company, and then we applied for the visa in Italy, and the investor came back to the US with his visa. So if you want to learn more about this visa, about the E-2 visa, come visit our website, www.h1b.biz, or give us a call, and we'll be happy to work with you and help you open and set up a business in the United States.